Hello, my lovely creatures. The mistress here with another story. Diary of a Sociopath, written by Princess Parr. I like to kill. In fact, I like it very, very much. It all started on the day my mother murdered my father in cold blood. I saw it all, the knife going into his chest, his last gasps for breath. I watched my own father choke to death on his own spurting blood. I was but 12 years old at the time. My mother was never convicted, as they believed her when she said that he was an abuser and threatened to kill her and her young daughter on several occasions. I knew even then that she was full of shit. He was fucking one of his co-workers, and she had found out about it mere moments before she stabbed him in the heart. My mother was a very respected woman in the community, and a non-threatening woman, so no one dares question her story. As I grew older, I started to experiment with small animals, inflicting pain upon them to see how long it would take for them to die of their injuries. One night in high school, my first boyfriend Greg and I were out at night, just driving around. He went to a secluded spot in the woods. At first I thought he simply wanted to kiss me, but then he locked all the doors from the inside. Thankfully, I had my knife on my person at the time. I stabbed the bastard to death and left his corpse to rot in his brand new car that evening. Surprisingly, I was not a suspect, as despite my DNA being picked up at the crime scene, it was simply assumed that it had more to do with me being his girlfriend at the time, and nothing more. I didn't go to his funeral and made up an elaborate excuse to tell his mother, complete with shaking and tears. It was easy, as growing up, I learned to feign emotion from my mother, who was by all accounts a high-functioning sociopath. She taught me well, and I inherited her flawless, sleek, and innocent appearance. It suited me well throughout the years, and even landed me a high-paying job and a nice house in the suburbs right out of college. I met a man my senior year. His name was Samson. He thought I was beautiful, and he was incredibly striking and highly intelligent. We married directly after college and moved in together. My mother liked him and liked that he was just smart enough, but not too smart for his own good. He earned a good living as a lawyer fresh out of college, and we were living well. We even had a daughter that I named Elle. She was a good, quiet baby, and is growing into a finely featured young woman. I can see the impulse within her too. A boy who had been relentlessly picking on her, mysteriously wound up with gashes across his face and broken ribs after playing at recess. Nobody knows what took place, but I do. My Elle was never suspected of doing anything, as she's just a sweet little girl. No way she would have done that. I nodded in agreement and took her out for ice cream after school. Thanks again, my dears. Have a wonderful day. Love, the Mistress.